Today's gonna be a good day. One, you can tell that the title of this video is something crazy, something fantastic, I hope. Matter of fact, if I post something hype, you won't even know. That's how mysterious this title is gonna be. Unless I post something crazy hype, in which case I might have to spoil it in the title. But if not, I post something crazy and I just didn't tell you. I don't know, only one way to find out is to watch the video. This is part 2 of the boxes I picked up from Rips and Hits. Again, much love to them over at Ninja Exchange in Carlsbad. And we're going to pull the Mewtwo, or Garchomp, today. As you can see, the last box I got, actually still left in the background, we got a really good condition Typhlosion, actually, the Ethan Typhlosion. I love this art. The first time I pulled this, it wasn't in the best shape, but I think that one is definitely PSA 10 quality, easily. So, gotta submit that at some point in the next week or so. But in the meanwhile, my trash sorted over here. We're going to pull my chases today. The last 2 chases I'm looking for are the Garchomp, Cynthia the Garchomp, and then, of course, the Mewtwo is the big one. Speaking of Garchomp, for good luck, watch this. For good luck, this Garchomp is about to be gassed. I promise you. This Garchomp pull, that is. Funny, they actually had it at the same shop where I bought these boxes from. I saw a Garchomp EX, or the SIR. I didn't buy it, but I thought about it. I'm like, do I just buy this or not? No, I gotta pull it. I gotta pull it. Pulling it is just way more hype than just buying it. Sure, I could save a lot of money, or I could just, just pull it. When in doubt, pull the card you're looking for. It's more meaningful that way. I always like to tell stories of my cards, as I did in my last collection video I made. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. But having a story in every single card is just a cool way to add to the love of the game, you know? Moltres Full Art. One card I actually don't really care about, I'm just gonna say it, is the Moltres SIR, and because I said that, we're gonna pull that in this video. It is sick, I ain't gonna lie, it is sick. But again, I was never a big Moltres guy. I was always an Articuno and Zapdos guy. Articuno being number 1. I mean, Moltres is cool, and again, that is one of the best looking Moltres I've ever seen, but to me, it's kind of like whatever, if that makes sense. Not to knock anybody that likes Moltres. Moltres is still a badass legendary. But Articuno is just... Articuno's cooler. No pun intended on that one. I promise. Alright. Not boomy. It wasn't intended, bro. Alright, reverse. Double reverse and triple reverse. By triple reverse, I mean just regular hollow. But triple reverse sounds better after saying double reverse. That's funny. The only reason we went to Ninja Exchange to begin with is because my wife wanted Labubu, so she fell into that hole. And I'm like, I think I know a place where you can get it. It's a win-win situation, because if you go, I get to go and get, cards. So let's go. Then I went and spent a lot of money on boxes. Who needs to eat, Who needs to eat, we can just get cardboard. That's how I see it. Azalea, Nidoran, Flaffy, Ogrepon, Shaman, into a reverse. And a Roserade illustration rare. And yo, I'm not gonna lie, these boxes I picked up from Rips and Hits, pretty good. And she looks great, just like the first box. I think there's a it's kind of going with the theme. We might get the card I'm looking for actually today. At least one of them, the Garchomp. If it's a theme of like, if one box looks good, the rest of the case probably has the same print quality. So I assume these all came out the same case. About the last 2 boxes. So hopefully everything that we pull, if we pull, the hits we're looking for, are all in tip-top shape. One of the most heartbreaking aspects of being a collector is when you finally pull your chase and it's like something's wrong with it. Centering is one thing, it's like whatever, can't control that, but the worst part is if you just see like crazy whitening or just like there's just damage. Ugh, I can't tell you every time I pulled a card and it just dinged in the corner, because I guess at some point the cards were just jumping up and down during shipping and they got damaged. Unfortunately, it does happen sometimes. And nothing. I am surprised that all 3 birds didn't get the same treatment though. Because Team Rocket, they always had like collabs with the birds. Team Rocket, Zapdos, Moltres. Did we ever I don't think we ever had Articuno. We didn't. Because I know there's definitely a Moltres and a Zapdos Team Rocket. I don't remember an Articuno now that I think about it. Unless it was... Oh, no, it was later. It was later. They had it for the Team Rocket return set, but that doesn't count. I mean, I guess it does technically because it's still Team Rocket, but you know what I mean, like... Right? Yeah, they had Team Rocket's Articuno, if I remember correctly. It was like the border was hollow and everything. Am I remembering that wrong? I'll double check after this video. Alright. But I feel like in the beginning, they definitely should have one for all three. Like the fact that in the OG set you had Zapdos, Moltres, and not Articuno is kind of criminal. Virgin. That pack was not fire. Despite there being a fire energy, don't let it lie to you like that. Alright, drop the pack. That means this pack is about to get lucky. Luckiest pack of the video inbound. 6 minutes in, this is the one that we're all going to be timestamping. Everyone's going to timestamp like, oh my god, 6 minutes! Or whatever the timestamp is. And I lied to you. So if you got here because someone baited you in the comments, it was not my fault. I just believed it a little too hard and I was just wrong. It is what it is. Here we got Skarmory, Smoliv, Torchic, Muck, Arcanine, Giovanni. And nothing. Bunch of hoopla. A lot of hoopla actually. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't know why I turned to Zoidberg. Alright. Next pack. We got a spider, a rat, a bug. What is Larvitar supposed to be? Dinosaur, I guess? I mean, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that at all. But it is a dupe. It is definitely a dupe. It is a beautiful dupe. The third best hit in the set. But I pulled this, unfortunately, already. But it's nice. Hey, it was a good box. It was a good box. That is sick. But unfortunately, like I said, it's just, we already have that one. Hey, double the chances to get a PSA 10 at least. Just fan this out. We're gonna fan this out. There we go. Rapscabba. There's an energy, and then here's a code card. All right. That is now my first SIR in a very, very large dry spell that I had. Let's fan this out as well. Unfortunately, I feel like we're not going to get anything else the rest of this box. Although, you could technically get 2 SIRs, right, in a box? I feel like it's possible, but also very unlikely. Yeah, let's just fan this one as well. Look at that. We are in the territory of pulling nothing now, I think. All right. Could technically try to trade that Ho-Oh for like a Garchomp or something. I think they're about the same value, if not a little bit less, for the Ho-Oh, which is kind of surprising me because that Ho-Oh is kind of sick. We are recreating the moment of when, you know, Ash obviously ran into him, but this is the version with Ethan from Pokemon Silver. I will say I kind of wish that they would have had a Lugia as well. Like, the fact that only Ho-Oh is in this set is kind of criminal. Because I'm like, bro, what about the other legendary? Or imagine a Team Rocket's Lugia. That would have been insane, too. Ooh, Zamazenta. That's a pretty good one as well. Put you right there in front of the batch. All right, on to the second half of the box. Again, I don't know how pull rates are distributed in these boxes. A lot of times I'll open this and not get a single SIR, so I don't know if we have a chance of pulling a second one. I would assume probably no. But again, I could be very well wrong on that. Did I challenge that? Did I not say I watched you pull the Ho-Oh again? I think I said on either the beginning of this video or the last video. I'm recording these all like in one sitting, so possible that I said in the last one, but like I knew something like that was gonna happen. When I finally broke the cold streak, pulled the same SIR that I already have. Not complaining though, that's a sick one. I'd rather pull that than another Crobat. Or the dog. Mastiff, that was called, I always forget his name. Big dog. All right. Next pack. Reverse. Oh. Luckily, there was nothing there because I definitely bumped that corner. Imagine that was the Mewtwo and I just absolutely just destroyed it. Nah. If I pull a Mewtwo along with the hole, you know how insane that would be? I know I've done that before. So I never made this video, unfortunately. But I got a booster box for, what was it? What was the set where they had the Gengar and like the VMAX Gengar and then the Mew? I pulled both the Mew and the Gengar in the same box. I remember at the time, I had opened so many of the set. I told myself, like, I don't really care anymore. Whoops. I don't really care anymore. So I'm just going to do this one off camera. And I'm probably not going to pull anything. Of course, I pulled the Mew and the Gengar VMAX in the same box. I was like, bro, what are the odds? Main hits. Which at the time, nobody really cared for. I think the Gengar was only like a $50 card or something like that, which is kind of crazy because now it's way, way different. I actually ended up gifting that Gengar as well to one of my homies. I just wanted the Mew. I thought the Mew was sick. I love that Mew. I still have that one. So I've definitely gotten like 2 fancy full arts, let's call them, in a box before. But the chance of that happening here, I don't know. Ariana, not bad actually. I pulled the other Ariana in a previous box. That art is sick. I mean, that art is cool too. I'm talking about the alt art. I guess the SIR. It's kind of weird to call it SIR because it's just a full art trainer, and they already have a full art trainer. All right, so we got reverse and nothing. Yo, this box is kind of hype. I'm not gonna lie to you. This box is definitely a lot better than the first box. And the cool part is we ended the streak. Fan this out. Yeah, we got nothing on that one. We ended the dry streak. Oh my gosh, that streak was so bad. Here we got. Kind of like rushing this because now I feel like I just want to open the next set of boxes that I have. Because I have a strong feeling that we'll get nothing else in this. But I also shouldn't do that because again, it's not like I haven't done it before. I just don't know if Pokemon changes their mind. There's also a possibility of errors. I don't even know if me pulling that Gengar and the Mew in the same box is an error. Who knows? Oh, we have a gold. Is that a gold card? Either that's a EX or it's a gold card. If that's a gold card, this is an insane box. Oh, okay, it's not. It's just an EX, okay. Try not to look at the bottom of a card because I don't want to, or like the edges. I don't want to spoil it for myself, but sometimes it's kind of hard to avoid. Next one. Let's see what we got. Sacred Ash, Hypno. Nothing. That's fine. Again, I think on Friday the 13th, by the way, when I'm recording all of this, I think my luck is definitely turning around today. Fan this one out. Yeah, we got nothing on this one. One of these days, I'm going to fan it out and just see a chase. And it's like, no, but yay, but no. All right. The next pack. We'll do this one one by one because we're getting close to the end. We got Arbok, Jim, Mudsdale. Wait. Lampearl. Got another illusion. Bro, this box is cracked. Again, don't worry. It's all gonna get sleeved here in a second, man. I'm an expert, trust me. As someone who's graded a lot of PSA 10s, I know how to handle these cards. I do always find it funny when people are like, "What are you doing? What is this noob doing?" Trust me, with experience. Not to sound cocky or arrogant. It's just I know what not to do to damage these cards. As I damage the cards. Okay. Another quote-unquote hit. Down to the last 4 packs here. One of my favorite things about me being in the Pokemon hobby is like when new people find me and then they realize how hard my collection goes. And again, it's just I was there at the right place at the right time. What I did, entering the Pokemon hobby when I did, anybody could have done. I just got really, really lucky being there at the right time. So it's not that I was like, dropping like $1 million to buy my collectibles. Again, just pure luck. That goes with just timing as well. But watch this. Here we go. Never mind. Never mind. Dude, just for the content, I would love to pull the Mewtwo as well. Because the Mewtwo and Ho-Oh, or even the Garchomp in one box would be so nuts. That would be insane. Nope. Last pack. One more code card. Here we go. For good luck. For good luck with the Ho-Oh pack. Imagine double Ho-Oh. Double Ho-Oh SIR. Here we go. Ready? Roselia, Transceiver, Weezing, Cave. Why were you reversed, bro? That was a good box. I cannot complain. We got an SIR. We got a lot of IRs as well. The Typhlosion from the last box. This is a good box. So, journey continues though. As long as we got something, the journey continues. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next upload.